Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. In response to member and industry request, OABA is offering an additional grain grading school training in an online, on-demand format this fall and winter. Approved by the Ohio Department of Agriculture, the 3-hour course taught by Eurofin's Grain Inspection provides instruction on grading corn, soybeans, and wheat, as well as sampling procedures and proper use of equipment. The course fulfills the training requirements of Ohio Commodity Handling Law, which requires individuals performing quality tests to hold a valid commodity tester number. Beginning in 2025, all testers must complete continuing education every 5 years to renew their certification. The deadline for the online course must be completed by January 31st of 2026. It costs $50 for OABA members and $100 for non-members. Check things out with Ohio Agribusiness Association to find out more about this training. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Sunny, warm, and dry the rest of this week over Ohio. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that forecast update. I have no major changes for you here at all. Sunshine, blue sky, above normal temperatures all the way through. As a matter of fact, this week will be about the same distance above normal as we were a week and a half ago. The fact that normals have dropped that much already. So very warm and dry temperatures. We can see massive evaporation. Nothing to upset harvest here through this week. We have a frontal boundary building some strength back to the west for the weekend. Looks like it's mostly going to be a Sunday, early Monday frame thing, but in northwest Ohio, maybe a few scattered showers already early Saturday morning. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
A federal appeals court upheld a Massachusetts animal welfare law known as Question 3, ruling the law does not discriminate against out-of-state farmers. The state's Prevention of Farm Animal Cruelty Act bans the sale of pork meat that comes from farms not meeting sow housing requirements, no matter where it's produced. This past week, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit rejected all plaintiff claims on appeal. The ruling effectively gives states broad authority to regulate their own markets as it relates to animal welfare, so long as states do not explicitly discriminate against out-of-state businesses. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed consultants sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Cattle futures were very strong last week, with February and later live cattle futures making new contract highs. Feeder cattle futures made new contract highs for the past 3 consecutive trading days last week. November made an incredible gain of $20.48 for the week. Futures were lower in the early trading on Friday in response to the implementation of higher tariffs on China and a cancellation of a meeting between Trump and China's president. Hog futures closed mixed, with December through April contracts making lower lows, while May and later contracts held support. The news of the implementation of increased tariffs on China did not seem to have much impact on the hog market, as China has been purchasing limited amounts of pork from the U.S. anyway. Powered by soy biodiesel on Wednesday. We'll head to the next Feeding Farmers in the Field. It'll be in the Sydney area. You can check out last week's video. It's online with the Schnipke family of Putnam County at ohioagnet.com. Let's check in now with our midday market analysis.
This is Ryan Metzger with Lice Mercantile, providing you with your technical indicators to start the week. These technical indicators are, of course, price levels in which futures find support and where futures find resistance. We have December 25 corn futures with the first level of support seen at $4.10 and the first level of resistance at $4.17. November 25 soybean futures have the first level of support seen at $9.98 and the first level of resistance at $10.20. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program, brokerage services, and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. December corn down a penny and a half at 4.11 1/2. March down a penny and 1/4 at 4.27 3/4. November beans up a 1/4 cent at $10.07. January up a penny and a half at 10.24 3/4. December wheat down 3 at 4.95 1/2. July new crop down 3 1/2, but at $5.36. Carry that July new crop to September. You're down 3 1/2, but at $5.50 1/4. In livestock, October cattle up $1 at $239.47. October lean hogs up 35 cents at $97.35. And November feeder cattle up 15 cents at $376.05. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.